Hey everyone, it's Dr. Piontek again, and I just wanted to give you a part 2 of the first and second parts of the videos. So in part 1, I basically gave you a rundown of all the assignments from modules 1 through 8, essentially. So we are in the middle of module 5, so if you can go ahead and start really putting together all of those assignments that were past due. Now that your first key stakeholder has been interviewed, everything should start aligning and coming together just nicely, just perfectly for you. So if you can go ahead and do that, and then my purpose for this is really 2 parts. One is I just want to thank everyone for everything that you are doing. You guys are all doing a remarkable job, and I've heard nothing but positive comments about this. And secondly, I just want to make sure that everyone stays on track with things. The last thing I want to do is have to do a continuation into your Christmas break. That's really no fun when you have to do work over your Christmas break. You deserved a nice long vacation, and the last thing that I want anyone to have to do is to make up any work. So that's kind of the reason for me doing this. All of you are just fine. So if you have all received an email from me earlier this morning, I basically put everything out that should be turned in up to this point. And I believe I had given the deadline of November 30th. So that should give you enough time to get those assignments completed. And again, I don't mind if you work together as a group on those assignments. I just need everyone to submit them as individuals into the grade book so I can grade them and give you your points. So just to reiterate, it's okay to work collectively. The caveat to that is discussion boards. Just go ahead and post those independently. Make it your own work. And, I would imagine that I'm going to see several of the same kind of content within the discussion boards, and that's completely fine because you guys are working as a group. So, just make sure that the discussion boards are done independently. There are a couple of assignment components that are done independently, which part 1 had gone through, so everything is kind of spelled out there. But just make sure that each of you submit the assignment as an individual so it appears in your grade book. And if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would prefer that if we're going to talk about your project that we do it in a group. And I know it's really, really hard for everyone to get together. I know your schedules are really different than everybody else's. I know many of you are brand new nurses and you're in a fellowship program, so your hours are even more varied than someone who may have been a nurse for 5-10 years. So if you cannot get together with your group to complete these assignments, then you'll just have to complete these assignments independently and then catch up with your group at some point in time. So that way when you do your presentation, for example, all of you are on the same page with the presentation. So, but if you have questions about the project, then go ahead and include your group mates in that email, or if we need to have a phone conversation and it's about the project, we really should do that as a group. If you have a question just about you personally, then send me an email that doesn't have your group members attached, so that way then we keep what needs to be personal. So I hope that makes sense. And again, if you have questions, please let me know. I apologize that the first video had cut off, but I only get 15 minutes of record time and my time ran out. So anyway, have a good rest of the week and let me know if you have questions. Thanks.